Hi, today I invite you to paint this rather simple poppy. And the center of the flower. As you can see, I have left the first petal in the front empty because it's the one who pops up a bit towards us and takes the light. And very soon I'm going to take some darker green to create a shadow on the stem and to shape the center of the poppy. Here you can use a thinner brush if you feel more comfortable. My brush is a Kolinsky brush, and so the tip is very, very precise, even if it's a large brush. Here I have added a bit of shell pink to get a brighter green, and I'm shaping the center of the poppy. You can have a look on the internet to Icelandic poppy to have more ideas about how to shape yours. Here, my green bled into the front petal, and with a dry brush, I'm erasing it to keep the first petal shiny and white. And now, second part, I let the flower dry, and I'm going to use darker shades. So brown with red and dark green for more shadow, and I'm going to be a bit more intense in color. Here I take a bit more of red into my brown. This way I don't choose everywhere the same brown, and it gives more life to the flower. Sometimes my brown is turning towards the green, sometimes it's going towards the red, and the whole variety of browns makes the flower more alive. I'm also shaping the center of the flower and every petal. For the extremity of each petal, I will now use a mixture of emerald green and shell pink. It makes a light gray, and I can define the very special shape of poppies petals. I advise you to again look on internet for Icelandic poppies to check what kind of shapes they have. I have found this one on Pinterest, and poppies have very subtle petals, so this tint allows me to suggest shades and fluffiness. Now we are almost over. I truly hope you loved this lesson, this class, and that you try. Very soon I'll propose you a painting with about 10 poppies. So you'll